October 2002. It started like many stories do, with something that didn't seem important. A man drops at a gas station. One single shot. Clean. Precise. No argument. No warning. Just silence. At first, no one understood it. Police treated it as an isolated incident. Something personal. Something that wouldn't happen again. But they were wrong, because days later, it happened again. And then again, and again. Always the same. Ordinary people. In ordinary places. Living completely normal moments. Walking down the street. Pumping gas. Standing outside a store. And then, a shot. No warning. No explanation. No visible enemy. The city began to change. Not all at once, but slowly. First came uncertainty, then discomfort, and finally, fear. A kind of fear you can't control, because you don't know where to look. There was no suspect, no face, no clear threat, just a growing feeling. Someone was watching, waiting. The number of victims kept rising, and with every new attack, one question echoed everywhere. Who's next? Law enforcement mobilized everything. Patrol units, helicopters, tactical teams. But they found nothing. No solid witnesses. No clear evidence. No pattern. It was like chasing a ghost. Meanwhile, people began to adapt. They didn't walk the same way anymore. They ran. They crouched. They stayed low behind their cars. Even something as simple as getting gas became a calculated risk. Some people zigzagged between their car and the pump. Others asked someone to watch them. Paranoia had taken hold. And the worst part, no one knew how far this would go. Because somewhere out there, someone was still watching, waiting, and choosing. The investigation moved forward, but in the wrong direction. Investigators analyzed every scene, angles, distances, bullet trajectories, and one thing became clear. This wasn't random. This wasn't luck. This was skill. Every shot was controlled, measured, intentional. Whoever was behind this knew exactly what they were doing, which made it even more dangerous, because it meant they also knew how to disappear. For days, police searched above ground. Rooftops, buildings, elevated positions. They believed the shooter was hiding somewhere high, watching from a distance. But they found nothing. No trace. No shadow. No mistake. It didn't make sense. How could someone strike and vanish so completely? Then the reports started coming in. Small details, fragments. Nothing definitive, but they all pointed to one thing. A vehicle. Dart-colored, ordinary, easy to ignore. It didn't stand out, and maybe that's why. No one really noticed it. But something felt off. The same type of car kept appearing near multiple scenes, and then disappearing. No plates remembered, no clear description, just a presence. The idea was unsettling. What if the shooter wasn't outside? What if they were never on a rooftop? What if the threat was moving the entire time? Meanwhile, the pressure kept building. Media coverage exploded. The entire country was watching. Every new attack was breaking news. Every day, without answers. Made things worse. Schools shut down. Events were cancelled. Streets emptied. People lived with one constant thought. You are not safe anywhere, not outside, not in public, not even in broad daylight. And that was the most terrifying part. There was no way to prepare, no way to predict it, because the danger had no shape. When the truth finally emerged, everything changed. Investigators uncovered something. no one had expected. The shooter wasn't on rooftops, wasn't hiding in buildings, wasn't far away. They were inside a car. The vehicle had been modified. Carefully. Precisely. Almost invisibly. A small hole. Just enough to aim. Just enough to fire. From the inside. No need to step out. No need to be exposed. No need to be seen. Suddenly, everything made sense. The lack of witnesses. The clean escapes. The precision. They weren't fleeing the scene. They were blending into it. Just another car, on another street, in another neighborhood, which meant something far worse. The shooter could be anywhere, at any time, right next to you. Paranoia reached its peak. Every dark vehicle felt like a threat. Every unusual movement, a signal. The line between normal and danger completely disappeared. But eventually, they made a mistake. Small, almost insignificant, but enough. Authorities were able to identify the vehicle, track it, and finally, stop it. Two individuals. Two names, John Allen Muhammad and Lee Boyd Malvo. The nightmare was over, but the feeling didn't disappear, because this case proved something chilling. You don't need an army. You don't need advanced technology. Just patience, precision, and an idea dark enough to turn an entire city into a place where no one feels safe.